Well, what the average person doesn't realize is that every year the government gives out an average of $17,202 to every grown-up in America every year, and actually increases every year. So it grows and grows and grows, and this is why we're in debt. But aside from that, we're not here to solve the national debt problem. We're here to solve the individual debt problem. That's what these programs are for. And most people have no idea how to get it. I mean, they think they do, and they go to Google, and all they do is get in a swamp of sharks that just get your money, and they have no idea where this money really is or how to apply. They make a few stabs at it, and they say, there's no money here. That's because you're looking in the wrong place. The first thing is don't go to Google unless you have money. Remember, Google is there to get your money. Everybody there is advertising services, so if you have financial problems, you're going to run into people there that want to get your money. But anything, the government gives more than money. I would say anything, like free computers even. Here, actually, we're giving out free computers. Every month we give out at letsgohelp.com, if you didn't know that. And we give out 30 free laptop computers because a lot of people try to use their phone to apply, and that's a little too much of a struggle. That's hard to do. It's hard enough to learn the system without having a barrier like that. So every month we choose 30 people that you just write one sentence on why you need a laptop computer, and we pick out 30. If you don't get that this month, you get it next month. Okay, but listen, if you don't get ours, or even if you get ours, I'll show you where to go to the government to get a free computer. That's right, free laptop computer, any kind of computer. Okay, you go to findhelp.org. Okay, findhelp.org. Put in your zip code, like I did. I put in my zip code here. I live in the Washington, D.C. area. And I put in computers. And look at this, 114 organizations that give out free computers. 114 organizations that give out free computers. That's amazing to me. No, maybe it's not to you, but it certainly is to me. So that's why whether you're a member or if you're not a member, you get probably more free computers here than I'll give in a month. And that's it. But people don't know that. They'll go to Google and they'll put something, I need a free computer. Man, you're going to get 500 million websites, and maybe the free ones in there somewhere, but they'll just be, most of the people you're going to run into are people that want to sell you something, but they have their advertising is such scammy. It's not scammy, it's trying to get your attention so they get your money, because they have to get your money to pay Google to find you. So that's why Google is just for people who have money. You want to solve problems and you have money, you go to Google. You want to solve problems and you don't have money, don't go to Google. These are the places. Like here, findhelp.com. Now that will also help you with many other things and other programs. Like if you need rent money for rent or mortgage or things like that. Okay, now every state has something called a Housing Finance Authority. They're really the major sources for people to pay the rent and mortgage and things like that. So they're worrying about housing. So that's a nonprofit organization that just worries about the community. See, I see the world is built into two separate sections. One is the capitalism, which is about 2/3 of our economy, and the other is community-based. That's where people help people. And that's the government and nonprofit organizations. They don't charge you any money. And that's 1/3 of our economy. The 2/3 are capital. They have to charge you money to survive, okay? So if you don't have money, you don't want to go to capitalism. You want to go to the community, okay? This is it, like your state and local and nonprofit organization. So if you go to chsha.org, see, nonprofits are .org, government is .gov. .coms want your money. So that's why. So this has a membership of every state housing authority. And that's what you want to put together, is go to that office and in your state capital, ask them about programs for housing, whether it's rent, mortgage, or whatever. And also ask them if they don't help you, ask them who else may be able to help you. So that's what you have to do too. Okay, so that's part of it. Now the other thing you do is then go back to findhelp.org and you look there for more nonprofits. Besides the government office that is in your state, these are nonprofits, and you put in rent. let's see, put in rent. Okay, I put in rent here in my zip code, and there's 77 organizations in my zip code that help you pay rent. Okay, now they all have different requirements. So what your job is now, there's some work that has to be done on your side. And what you have to do is go to these organizations and call every one of them until you get a winner. You know, it's sort of like looking for a job. You don't go to one place and they say, we're not hiring, and so then you go home and think nobody's hiring. No, you go here, and when they say you're not hiring, you say, well, tell me where else I may be able to go. You know, so if they're not giving you grant money for housing, rent, or mortgage, ask them where else to go, because they're most likely to know, because they're helping people like you every day. See, they're getting paid by the government to help you solve that rent problem. So you want to call them up. You don't have to ask them for money. You say, hey, I need help. I have trouble paying rent. Can you help me? Or can you suggest somebody else in our community, you know, that could help me? Because they're most likely to know about those kinds of people. So that's how you find them. You don't have to you don't go to Google. You'll never find them in Google, you know, because you'll get 500 billion websites and they're in there, but you'll never find them. So don't even waste your time. Now, what else can you do? Okay, you want a new job or a career. See, this is all part of the $17,000 that they're giving out every time. So it's not only rent or whatever, or free computers. No, it's also training, careers, getting jobs, all free grants to give you, whether 6 weeks, 6 months, or 6 years training, all paid for, to get a $100,000 a year job. And you go to careeronestop.org to get on that bandwagon, okay? And it's there whether you use it or not. So make sure you use it. Okay, and even starting a business, okay, what do you do to start a business? Okay, you're not going to get money from the SBA, but you want to go to the SBA. I mean, they have some money programs, they're good, but you want to get help to start your business and look for money. That's what you need. People that will help you find the money and help you need to start or expand any business. And you go to sba.gov/local-assistance, okay? And then you put in your zip code, 20009. You put search nearby. And what do you got? Ibbity bobbity boo. Okay, here, look, for my zip code, 20 organizations that help you. See, there's all kinds of things. There are local grants, there's the local help, there's national help, there's state help, or whatever. So it's not one place. You have to get people to help you scour through all these things. And it's not in Google, because Google will just charge you money to do this. These people do it for you for free, okay? And you'll find things. There's a special program Biden put out now for people just out of jail. And you have $50,000 with no collateral. Doesn't matter about your background and things like that. And even for underserved entrepreneurs, they say. But it includes people who just got out of incarceration. So they're the kind of grants you never know to ask for. And there's separate grants for starting a business at home and all kinds of things you don't know how to ask for. That's why you have to go get people to sit down with you and explain all those things, okay? Because it's too hard to go to Google. Don't think you understand. You talk to people. That's where it is. Talking to people and ask them what's the best, because they study this every day, 24 hours a day. They help people like you all the time. So hundreds and thousands of people they're helping. So let them help you too, because they're free, just like we are. No, we charge $20, but we also give out free grants and free computers. So the 30th of the month is the deadline for our monthly computer giveaway, which is 30 laptops we give away. So you have until midnight tomorrow to apply to our free laptop. And then after that, we give out $40,000 on the 4th of the month that you could spend on anything. You get $1,000 or $500 to spend on anything you want. Every month, we give out like $70,000. Let us help you too.